Kapurthala is a city in Punjab state of India. It is the administrative headquarters of Kapurthala district. It was the capital of the Kapurthala state, ruled by a Luaya dynasty, a princely state in British India. The secular and aesthetic mix of the city with its prominent buildings based on French and Indo-Saracenic architecture self-narrate its princely past. It is also known as City of Palaces and Gardens. History. Kapurthala was founded in 11th century by Rana Kapur, who was descendant of Rajput royal house of Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. It is known to be an erstwhile royal state. Kapurthala was once the capital of Kapurthala state, a princely state in pre-independence India, ruled by the Aluwaya Sikh rulers. Demographics. As per provisional data of 2011 census, Kapurthala had a population of 101,854, out of which males were 55,485 and females were 46,169. The literacy rate was 85.82%. See also, List of cities in Punjab and Chandigarh. As of 2001 India census, Kapurthala had a population of 84,361. Males constitute 55% of the population and females 45%. Kapurthala has an average literacy rate of 65%, higher than the national average of 59.5%. Male literacy is 67%, and female literacy is 62%. In Kapurthala, 11% of the population is under 6 years of age. Monuments and buildings. The city of Kapurthala has several buildings and places of interest linked to its local history, such as the Sainik School, formerly Jagat J Palace, Shalimar Gardens, District Courts buildings, Moorish Mosque, Mander, 5 temples, Clock Tower, State Gurudwara, Kansai Wetlands, Guru Nanak Sports Stadium, Jagat J Club, and the NJSA Government College. Sainik School, Jagat J Palace. The Sainik School, formerly known as Jagat J Palace, is housed in what was formerly the palace of the erstwhile Maharaja of Kapurthala state, HRH Maharaja Jagat J Singh. The palace building has a spectacular architecture based on the Palace of Versailles and Fontainebleau. Citation needed. Spread over a total area of 200 acres, 0.81 square kilometers. It was designed by a French architect M. Marcel and built by a local builder Aladita. It was built in Renaissance style with a sunken park in the front, known as Bja. Its Durbar Hall, Dunikas, is one of the finest in India, and the plaster of Paris figures and painted ceilings represent the finest features of French and Italian art and architecture. The construction of this palace was commenced in 1900 and completed in 1908 in time for the new wife of the Maharaja, Anita Delgado. Alizé Palace. The Alizé Palace was built by Kanwar by Krama Singh in 1862. This beautiful building with its imposing and elegant facade has now been converted into MGN School of Kapurthala. Moorish Mosque. A spectacular example of the secular history of Kapurthala is the Moorish Mosque, a famous replica of the Grand Mosque of Marrakesh, Morocco, was built by a French architect, Monsieur M. Mantix. Its construction was commissioned by the last ruler of Kapurthala, Maharaja Jagat J Singh, and took 13 years to complete between 1917 and 1930. It was then consecrated in the presence of the late Nawab of Bawalpur. The mosque's inner dome contains decorations by the artists of the Mayo School of Art, Lahore. The mosque is a national monument under the Archaeological Survey of India. It was one of the monumental creations in the state during the premiership of late Don Sir Abdul Hamid Kt. Cob. It was his keen interest with Maharaja's blessings that the mosque was completed. Its wooden model lay at the entrance of the Lahore Museum. Jagat J Club. Jagat J Club is an elegant building situated in the heart of the city based on the Greek-Roman style of architecture. Its design loosely resembles the Acropolis of Athens and features the coat of arms of the erstwhile ruling family of Kapurthala with their royal motto Pro Reget Patria, for king and country, on its pediment. The building has been used for a variety of purposes since it was constructed. It was used as a church in the early 19th century, as a cinema hall in the 1940s, and now houses a local club which includes a well-built badminton court, a card room and a dining hall. Shalimar Gardens. Shalimar Gardens are situated in roughly the center of the city and provide an escape from the hustle-bustle of the city. The Shaisams, the royal centaphs, in the Shalimar Gardens emphasize the traditions of its ruling dynasty. Marble obelisks inside the red sandstone chambers are memorials to the former rulers and their families. Nearby, a grand structure built in 1880 and built on a marble plinth, houses the sons of Maharajas Karak Singh, Jagat J Singh and Paramjit Singh. Mander, 5 temples. Mander of Kapurthala is a place of reverence for all faiths. The temple complex has a spectacular construction and is home to 5 small temples. Built during the reign of Sardar Fateh Singh, an extraordinary feature of this temple is that from the entry door, one can view all the 5 idols in obeisance to all. There is a temple Mander Shivala Duan Banamal Gautam in Nawanshara which is replica of Mander Kapurthala. Duan Banamal Gautam was chief minister of Kapurthala state and manager of His Highness Maharaja Surandur Singh Bahadur of Kapurthala's estates in out. The state Gurudwara, the large and imposing red sandstone building, now painted white, of the state Gurudwara was consecrated in 1915 under the in charge of Revail Singh. Built in the Indo-Saracenic style, it has vast expanses of marble hallowed by the feet of the hundreds of devotees. It is situated in the center of the city on the Sultanpur Road. Brahmkund Mander, 11 Mukhi Shivling Brahmkund Temple is Jathir of Gautam Brahmin family of Duan Banamal Gautam, Mysore. This temple was built by Duan Banamal's sons Duan Akrumal Gautam and Duan Sundrimal Gautam. Duan Banamal was Duan of Maharaja Randur Singh Bahadur of Kapurthala and manager of Kapurthala's estate in out. Banamala Walla village in Mander area of Kapurthala is after Banamal's name, and Duan Banamal has also built Shivala Duwa Banamal in Nawanshara. Gurudwara Bur Sahib. The famous Gurudwara Bur Sahib is situated at Sultanpur Lodi, which is one of the 4 subdivisions, Tehsil, of Kapurthala. This historic site is of great importance to Sikhism as it is said to be the very place where the first Guru of Sikhs, Guru Nanak, spent 14 years of his life and attained enlightenment whilst bathing in a small rivulet, the Bean. The place derives its name from a birch tree, Ziziphus Jujube, said to be planted by Guru Nanak himself and under which he first uttered the Mool Mantra or the sacred word or revelation of Sikhism. Kansai Wetlands, on the western Bin rivulet at the outskirts of the city, has been included in under the Ramsar Convention. It is a very popular site for bird watching and boating. An enormous project is currently being undertaken here to develop it into a destination for bird watching replete with modern-day facilities. Sadly, the Kansai Wetlands have been in a state of neglect lately, with little attention being given by the authorities to the condition of flora and fauna and its surrounding infrastructure.